Greetings all, thedvsmonkey here. I know it's been a couple of days. I needed the time off because I was very angry. I have found myself to be incredibly annoyed with the online world. Very specifically, I'm sick of all this political bullshit. So I had to take a break. By take a break, I mean I basically went off of Facebook. Facebook is for me a place to find old classmates, so on and so forth, people from my past that I haven't found yet, and to say happy birthday. Everything else can kiss my ass. It is so incredibly toxic and just aggravating that I found myself just angry flipping through it all the time. So I stopped it. I told everybody that at least for this next month of July, happy birthday. If I miss it, I might come back in August, I might not. It is just so awful, and I'll leave it at that. The other thing that happened was that because I was already angry, I had a lot of gear problems Saturday, and I posted in the places where I usually put the video, and I said that, yeah, no video because I'm pissed off, I had a lot of problems. I shot Saturday's video 6 times, and every time I came across like massive problems, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I just need, I don't need to post. I don't have to post. And I didn't want to get to the point where I felt like, all right, I've got to do this. I'm going to have to do this 8, 10, 12 times because I was already so pissy. So I just decided not to. And I went back to it on Sunday and I filmed, and the day got away from me. I thought I had plenty of time, and pretty soon it was almost 9 o'clock and I still hadn't posted it yet. Or, hadn't even edited it yet. And then I thought, nah, not doing it. And then yesterday I filmed in the morning, and it probably didn't need much editing. I could have put it up, and I just didn't feel like it. And you know what? That's okay, because you want to make sure that you're doing this on your terms. And people that demand content, well, they can kiss our collective asses. Just remember why you're doing this in the first place. And that's different for everybody. For me, it's because I enjoy this, usually, and because I want to put myself out there with one message or another. And my message was not pissy anger, so that's why I needed the break. I have decided, based on getting the memories on Facebook, like it shows you memories from that day of what you posted in the past, and I was sort of bombarded with past postings of me whining about my fat gut. And it's been over a decade. And there were so many of those over, I guess it must be bikini season, and I was whining about how fat I had gotten. And I'm like, Jesus, what a whiny little bitch. So that really kind of pushed me over the edge of, all right, it's time to stop bitching about it. Apparently I've been bitching about it for over a decade. Granted, I had done something about it, and I lost over 30 pounds, when I had put on 40. And I was doing good through the beginning of this pandemic shutdown. And I actually was down fairly low, and I thought I had regulated, and I was doing really well. And then the last month, everything went to shit, and I gained back 10 pounds. And I feel every pound of that. And that really got me bothered. And then plus I shaved all this stuff off like a dumbass. I have a mental problem with my turkey neck thing that bugs the crap out of me. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? You don't have a double chin, dude. You have like neck skin like everybody. And what's funny is that I went back through a bunch of old pictures at one point when I went back to my parents' house, and I found old pictures from high school and everything. And my graduation picture, I had the same bit of skin. Apparently, since high school, I have grown to body shame myself about my fat gut and my turkey neck and the bags under my eyes and all that shit, which I also can't stand. And I went and got product for that. So this weekend was the tipping point where I'm like, okay, I'm done bitching and moaning. Now I need to do something about it. So I went to Ulta and I got products for my eyes and my catcher's mitt face, because it is very sun damaged because I've never taken care of it properly over the years, and time to pay the piper. So I got product. I found, we'll just say, a website with a guy that does, what was it, Fit Fathers Project, and it's for men over 40 because we react differently. Can't do the same shit we did when we were 20. And I went through and I watched a bunch of his videos and read his 24-hour diet suggestion and his 24-minute quick workout with no equipment or any of that kind of stuff, and it all made sense. And that's the most important thing, is it has to make sense to me, or it's shit and I'm not going to do it. Since then, I went and got decent food. I stopped eating all the shit that gave me my 10 pounds back, and I'm now walking twice a day, plus I'm doing, other exercises. I'm drinking a ton of water and like green tea to get rehydrated and everything. And it's funny because I didn't realize how dehydrated I actually was. So I'm taking care of that. With the resurgence and the spikes in COVID-19 cases and all that kind of stuff, I am back to not going out. I should have gone out this week, and that ain't happening. I had several of my clients tell me, yeah, don't come. I'm not going anywhere, which means I'm at home, doing stuff via the internet and the phone and all that kind of stuff, which means I have the time to take care of myself properly, which is what I've been doing. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about, a culling of gear. It isn't like this is anything new. I sold my G9 and all the Panasonic lenses and everything. I've sold other stuff throughout the entirety of my life of buying shit. I have gotten to that point again. Now, I did go through and I talked about all my Sony lenses and everything, and I have decided I'm only going to keep the core lenses that I actually use on a regular basis. That being said, I am going to get rid of the following lenses. I'm getting rid of my 16 to 35 lens. I debated between this and the 24 to 70, and I think the 24 to 70 is a little bit more versatile and more of a lens that I'll use all the time. So the 16 to 35 f4, gotta go. The other one that I actually really like, but I never use it, is the 90 millimeter f2.8 macro lens. I just don't shoot with it enough. It is an amazing lens. It shoots the most amazing macros and other shots too, but it's close enough to the 85, and I have that 85 1.8, which I use. In fact, it's on the camera now. I use it almost as my walk-around lens. So I'm keeping my 24 to 70, my 70 to 200, the 35 1.8, and the 85 1.8. The 16 to 35 goes, as does the 90 macro. So I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm also getting rid of this almost virtually unused Galaxy Tab S6. It's covered. It's got the screen keyboard cover. It also has the pen that comes with it, as well as like the original box and all that shit. So time to get rid of gear that I don't use, that somebody else can. So if you're watching this and you know that you are interested in any of that, and if you're in the continental lower 48 United States, because I'm not dealing with international shipping or any of that crap. Sorry, unless you pay an exorbitant amount for it, because it is a pain in the ass. So that's it. I'm getting rid of all that shit. I'm getting rid of my fat gut. I'm covering my turkey chin by growing my beard back in, and I'm using product for my catcher's mitt face. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, and I said all this stuff specifically because it led me to this final point, and that is shitty internal dialogue. I have a very shitty internal dialogue. I am my own worst enemy. I constantly call myself fatty. I constantly say I've got a catcher's mitt face and these big ass bags under my eyes and a turkey neck and da-da-da-da and all that kind of stuff, and it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible to talk to yourself that way. I mean, most people were like, I wouldn't let anybody talk to me that way, but yet we talk to ourselves that way in our melons, in our internal dialogue, and it's horrible. So I will not be calling myself fatty. I will not be talking about my turkey neck because it'll be covered. I'm also not going to be talking about all the skin damage and all that kind of shit. I look at it as that's the years of experience of my life written on my face. That's that. That's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to crank this video out because I haven't posted one in a while and I'm motivated to do it. If you have any questions for me, any comments, please leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to have a dialogue with you. I'll get back to sort of regular scheduled programming, although this was not really intended to be a commercial. It was just a sort of a data dump of what's been going on and why I haven't posted every day like I should have, or like I usually do. That's it. So, thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, and all that shit. And remember, kids, forward and up.